All right, looks like we are live twice in a week. It's been a while since that's happened, other than for streams dropping out and that sort of thing. So, I should have double checked my settings, but it looks all good. Yeah, this is a different laptop to the one I used yesterday. So hopefully it handles a little better. It's an older CPU. So it performs similarly, actually, when it runs well. I have sort of found its limits before, but compared to how my other laptop's running at the moment, it might be an improvement. Back in Reason, I've been enjoying messing with Reason's devices lately. I got sort of sidetracked from what I was hoping to make last time. That little RP thing I made ended up sidetracking me. It was cool, and I might still carry on with it, but trying to be a little bit focused and intentional with the sort of stuff I want to make. So, going to take another stab. Yeah, I don't like to say it'll be this and then it becomes something else, because that happens a lot. So, it'll be what it is. Hey, welcome Nodwas1. Let me know if all's good on the stream. I'm using a different machine today. I need to still find the right kind of screwdriver to unscrew the other laptop that was thermal throttling on the last stream. At least I know what the issue is now. Or I mean, at least it's a thermal throttling issue. I just need to find the right screwdriver and check if the fans are clean. And I've got CPU paste. Let's just see. I don't know how easy it is to access them on modern laptops to actually remove the CPU and repaste it. But I want to just get through the weekend. I've got some gigs this weekend, and then I'll tackle it next week. Thankfully, my gigging setup is so minimal that it's using like no CPU load. And so I haven't had any major issues with gigging. But yeah, need to just go on the hunt for the right screwdriver. Hell yeah. Glad to hear sound is fine. Let's see, how do I want to begin? Might start with some bass. This is sort of like Serum's modifier, except there's two of them, and there's three oscillators, like three full wavetable oscillators compared to Serum's two. And then there's a spectral filter as well as like a main filter. So it's actually quite interesting if you think about it, how much they've fitted into this one screen, where Serum has a few screens. This doesn't have a wavetable editor though, so pros and cons. I'm going to try and stick to Reason generators because the CPU usage on VSTs in Reason isn't the best, but I will use whatever effects I see fit. I think I've got everything installed that I need. There's a delay I just remembered that I haven't hooked up yet, but I'll just use their delays for now. That reactor delay I used on the last stream. It's a community ensemble built for Reactor. If you have Reactor, it's a free ensemble called Stereo Tape Delay. I use it all the time. But anyway, let's see. So it's like taking out the fundamental by the sound of it. so we get nice clean sub. Then what I sometimes do, like I did yesterday, is I will go either FM. Nope. FM. Just to get a bit more harmonic richness than just a pure sine wave. Without. The more harmonics you're adding, the less necessary it becomes. There's another way that I used to add harmonics, which I think, was it multiply? Could have been. Nope. Wasn't mirror. Trippy. Very trippy. Inverts itself. Interesting. Obviously sync. That's hard sync. It's a more smooth sync. Obviously, if you've got a saw wave, you probably won't hear the difference. But on a sine wave, it's pretty obvious. Yo, Stink, what's up, man? I am running a different laptop today. This one hopefully isn't going to thermal throttle. Yeah. At least I know now what the issue is with the other laptop. Okay, so that was one of the ways I used to do it. I would just bring in a bit of the next octave. But personally, I think it sounds a bit richer to just use FM. Sync types. I see now. Yes, I see what you did there. Yes, I'm afraid Europa does not include bathroom sink. Nor the kitchen sink. Sorry, I'm slow today. Monophonic. Kind of just messing around. It's interesting how it gets affected by the different waveforms. So this is just cycling from saw to sine to square to saw. Sorry, did I say sine? Sine to triangle is what I meant to say. To square to saw. And when you fold the waveform, pretty trippy. We also need to have the phase sync enabled so that each note starts at the same phase. So it sounds more consistent. Velocity sensitivity, so now the harder I hit, the more envelope we get. More distortion. could go with more of a sequence, I suppose. I think there's a way to snap this. Maybe not. Edit Y position. Ah, so it sort of locks those positions in place. That's interesting. I'm going to keep this on the back burner. I might just do something else. I keep forgetting in my older version, or one of my computers, I had resaved the project template to include the pre-count, but now I just have to turn it on and remember to do so. The thing about having a normal envelope is you can usually move this around. You can usually change your attack and release. Maybe we can clone this some way. No. Maybe there's a copy. No. Just thinking like I could try and morph between two of them, you know? What's another way to do this? I suppose another way would be we could toggle somehow. How would we do that? I guess mod wheel up would be the one and mod wheel down would be the other one. How's that possible? Mod wheel. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to go envelope to filter frequency. Scale it by the mod wheel. Uh, 100%. So now we're not hearing this envelope until I do that. But now I want a different one. Let's say this one. Let's make it sort of similar to the other one. So then we'll go envelope 1. That times that. That's interesting. I never saw that before. Never noticed that before. So envelope 1 to filter frequency. That is the desired effect. Now, if I go mod wheel, can I invert the direction? Drag mouse to destination control. No, that's not what I want. I want to reverse how it behaves. There we go. It's quite a nice one. Taking ages to get going, but we'll get somewhere. I kind of had an idea in my head, and sometimes that takes time to execute. I forgot. I forgot to open Reaper, because I've already imported my databases. So in Reaper, you can create a database. It's kind of like the favorites list in Reason, but I just know where the databases live in Reaper, and it's just a file you can open in a text editor. So I've been copying it between my computers and just doing a find and replace for all the paths that are wrong. So like I had Native Instruments stuff on drive E under public documents, and then I had my sample library on F under music creation, and now it's all just C documents, so or C users documents. So I have gone and done a find and replace, so most of my samples should be present. I don't think I copied everything across, just because I was trying to be efficient with time at the time. Just to also see that the system will even work for production and streaming and stuff. I wasn't really sure if it would. So yeah, these are my libraries. And for house, all sorts of stuff. Quite a nice kick. Let's hear this again. Let's check my favorite sort of kicks. I don't want it to be too hard. Sort of a softish housey kick. It's not techno. Let me catch up on chat. Hey, a rug. Yeah, dude. Funny that you mentioned that, because I do have a rug behind me. I did actually have it under my feet. I had it lengthways. I'm going to stick it under my feet. Because, yeah, in fact, even like actually what works quite well is like a yoga mat. Something that's got a little bit of absorption, because if the ground is kind of hard under your feet. So, yeah, I feel ya. So this is a funny thing with Reason. In this redrum, you can change the length like that, which isn't always what I want. And then you could load it in a sampler, but that's a bit of a hassle. I might just do that for now, what you can also do is destructively edit. You can go edit sample and then turn this down. And then maybe I want to like crop it here. How do I do that again? Crop. Then fade out. That's better. Struggling to type. There we go. This is a bit more snappy now. Feels like it could be faster. And then what I might do is just create some automation to duck the sub. Haven't done this in a while, sort of manual sidechain. Let's go grid. So we want it 0 while the kick is playing. And then up to there. And what you ideally do is, okay, what's that value? 8.8. So we must match this with 8.8 because that's the sort of default level. There we go. Then we wanted to go back down before. Let's copy this one. I think I can just use the control and the arrow key. There we go. Then I'll turn snap off to move this one a little bit before. Ah, for frick's sake. There we go. Oh, snap was not off. There we go. Theoretically, yeah, ideally you want to check an oscilloscope. Hey, Sushi Monster, welcome, man. I'm going to move this to the master. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, the kick does more or less finish there. I wonder if we can get away with that. A little bit more aggressive sounding. Hey, that would be Tasha Baxter. She's actually just released a track, I think last Friday. So she's still around. I actually have the record that we made. I managed to fetch it from her in person, which was pretty cool. In fact, this is the album. Yeah, I'm yet to actually find a record player to play it on. But yeah, 2 of my tracks was on that. One sec. Big. Okay. Bass, I suppose. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, she hasn't actually streamed in ages. She used to stream quite often. Gonna look for a snare or something. Let's see what snares I have in here. She has, I know she had a job. She got a job after that whole album came out. Not long after, she got a pretty cool job. And I think she was there for like a year and a half, 2 years. Since then, I think she's managing to kind of do music full time again. I could be mistaken though. So yeah, some of my stuff isn't here yet, it seems. Be nice to see. Can it tell me? I would dig to see what the file path was. Obviously, that's not going to work if the song isn't there. Media properties, how about that? Okay. So yeah, there's some stuff I haven't copied across yet, which I need to do. You know what's ironic? All these are samples that I manually exported out of Reason. And here I am going through them in Reaper. I'm looking for something snappy. How do you select a track again? There. There we go. Whoa, that's loud. So if I want that to have its own output, I need to create a mix channel. May as well do the same for the kick. So I'm just going to duplicate this. And kick. Oh man, I just remembered how laggy my stream was the other day. I would hit tab and I waited like a minute. It felt like an eternity for it to like respond to my input. This is such a vastly better experience. Kind of want to edit this too. See, now I've gone too far. This is the silly thing about destructive editing. I guess crop it here. Fade it like that. Maybe. That's kind of better. Just seems like a basic function of a drum sampler to be able to sculpt the freaking volumes. But yeah, Reason is full of these idiosyncrasies. Things that you would think were obvious and were obvious in other DAWs, like being able to hold something. I'm trying to hold Alt, I'm trying to hold Control, that's copy, Shift, none of them bypass the snap. So you have to press S. But if you have your typing keys open, S is now a note. So you literally, while dragging a note, you want to bypass snap, you have to press F4, close the thing, press S, press F4 again. It's like you can remap what those keyboard keys do, which I think I did back in the day. But it's just, yeah, I can see why people complain about Reason Sequencer. I really can, but it's not that bad. It's still quite creatively stimulating, in my opinion. Yeah, this is Reason. right, I want some sort of a tambourine loop. Don't know if I have. I do. I'd like to just see what's in here because it'll be a Rex loop, which would be handy. Factory. C, percussion. T for tambourine. Not bad. Not particularly adventurous, but not bad either. Strange stereo thing going on there too. So now automatically plays with this little button there. If I switch that off, it's not playing, but then you can copy the loop to the track and it gives you the MIDI. Ah. Really? Yep. How much did you put in this morning? Shit. Yeah, I think it's got that little inverter. Yeah. We have this little inverter, which this is really funny. The power went out in the middle of a stream. I do have an inverter though. One sec. Alright, now I've got my screen back. I don't know how long the router will stay on for, but it's got its own little inverter, I think. I actually thought the stream was dead. I forgot that the router has its own little UPS. My screen is blinking. I wonder what I can unplug.